going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we have some 7-star rank 3 Night Thrasher gameplay. So this first fight is going to be with an unduped version of Night Thrasher, and basically unduped version of Night Thrasher is almost like no damage because you just don't get the furies when you get the taunt on the opponent. You can't place a taunt, and then if you have a taunt on the opponent, you with your skateboard attacks, you get those furies. So since you can't place this taunt, this fight is basically going to be, 3 special ones, and it would just get like a precision from the special 2, but we can't really get the fury. So this is actually a really long fight. There's no really point in showing you all of it. I just want to show you like the time that it takes. So yeah, it's going to take a while. This was a 7-star rank 3 versus a 7-star rank 4 in almost 2 minutes. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So it goes to show you that Night Thrasher really likes the dupe. So this fight though, just to make it realistic, this is a SIG 20 Night Thrasher. Just a SIG 20, let's say you pulled one from random crystals and then you really like the champion and you want to select him. Is he worth the SIG 20? Let's see how much faster he's going to do this fight. So the ideal rotation with, Night Thrasher is go for like 3 special ones, build up your furies or build up your debuff so you can actually build up your furies because you actually have a higher chance of placing that taunt. I think it's 35% chance for each debuff. However, in some fights that you will see that when I start getting the taunt, even with 1 debuff, I don't really go for the other debuffs. Because, you do miss on some crit chance, crit damage, but he doesn't really need all 3 from the testing that I've done. But, yeah, you will see here, we built up all the 3. Now we got almost max furies. I really like this power gain below the special 1. I love it. And he's hitting for 18,000 on the medium attacks. And this is actually a pretty tanky defender as well. Titania has some crit resistance. And now we're gonna go for the special 2. Let's see if we get some crits. And we get a big crit towards the end. It's not bad. Definitely not bad. So you can definitely see much big difference from just a SIG 20 from SIG 0. Because those furies are pretty good when you stack them. Really decent crit chance as well. So we go from almost 2 minutes to 1 minute and 20 seconds. So still not the fastest. That was an 80-second fight. But now, let's move to the SIG 200 gameplay. So we're going to also be fighting some more difficult defenders, not Titania. We're fighting this Photon. So here what I'm doing is I'm trying to like dex here, kind of like build up my poise charges. And I want to get the disorient up first. So end on a light attack and then throw the special 1. Get the disorient. This is a 50% disorient, which is probably going to stop some of Photon's charges from getting placed. And then I'm trying to get the taunt here even with 1 debuff. Didn't happen, so I'm just going to go for a second debuff. Probably for the Incinerate now. Yeah, go for the medium. This is going to be the Incinerate. She's going to have the Pure Life Form. And what I like to do here is like Dex. So I'm waiting at Pure Life Form and I'm also getting some power. I really like this power gain. Very cool. Now I actually want to get a heavy off, and there we go, just barely. And Reefers of debuff, still no taunt though, even with a 70% chance. Now at SIG 200, that was pretty unlucky. So we might go for the special 1 again, go for the 3rd special 1. Maybe we're not, actually, I guess we're gonna go for only 2 debuffs this time. Yeah, because we're still building up those furies, which is really nice. We get 5, 6, 7. And we're almost fully ramped up. We got this nice precision. It seems like she's probably not going to go for another Pure Life Form because that disorient is preventing some of the debuffs from getting placed on me. And then this special 1 is just going to kill this Photon with a full yellow bar as well. And this wasn't a terrible result. Obviously not like the craziest one. That was 83 seconds. But let's go for some fights that he's actually better for. So, with his skateboard attacks, which is like his medium attacks and his special 2, I think he gains true accuracy, which basically counters evade and auto block. So against Spiderwoman, that's going to help us out a lot, because she will not be able to evade no matter how many debuffs we have on her. Or, we have on us and her. Because if we just use only mediums and special 2, then she's never going to evade. So, we're going to go for another special 1 here. Get 2 debuffs, also get the disorient first because might prevent the evade. Now go for the heavy attack. Gonna hold our block here. I honestly shouldn't have taunted her because she could have threw the special 1 there. But basically, as you can see, evade failed. Very cool. Can't evade the heavy attacks. We got 4 furies. We're gonna get 6 right now, 7 and 8. Big crits against the Spiderwoman. Let's go. And then, yeah, just use medium attack so she doesn't evade, as you will see. And that was a pretty decent takedown of Spiderwoman, bro. Like, that wasn't bad. That was a 61-second fight, right? Like, that was a lot better. Now, moving on to Quicksilver, another really decent fight. So this fight, we're going to also showcase his Purify. So you Purify on Knockdown, which is really decent. I think that's part of the SIG, if I'm not mistaken. So if you get a lot of whiplashes on you, you can just do a quick knockdowns and just Purify some. Definitely not the best counter to, you know, Quicksilver, because he might just place too many debuffs on you. But actually not terrible. So now we got 2 on us. So we'll go for the special 1 that's going to knock down and Purify this whiplash. There we go. We get the shock first. And then I think I might go for the special... Oh, I guess I go for the taunt immediately. So this fight I'm gonna go for 1 debuff and just work my way through those furies with just 1, because I'm getting taunts. I'm getting pretty lucky, because at 6-200 you can probably get away with it. And now we're gonna go for the special 2 with 7, 8. We're gonna get the 10 furies. Really good crit there. And now we're gonna knock down, remove this whiplash. He can't evade those skateboard attacks, which is really fun. And that is Quicksilver done with a full yellow bar as well. So that was another 61-second fight. As you can see, kind of consistent as well. And I'm really liking the 6-200 because that gives you a max chance, a 35% chance with even 1 debuff to place the taunt and then get your furies with the skateboard attacks. Now another evader here. This is Mr. Spiderham. We're gonna hit him with a lot of heavies here because we want to Purify the taunt from his special 1. We placed our taunt, which is really lucky, because now we can start building up the furies really early on. And just, yeah, I think I'm gonna hit him with a heavy attack again. We didn't place the taunt there, unfortunately, but we might now. Yeah, we did. There we go, 35% chance. Again, he cannot evade our mediums and heavies or the special 2, but I'm saving my special 2 until his porker charges drop, because then he takes less damage if we throw it now. So 1 more heavy to Purify the taunt, and then intercept with the special 2. I was hoping this would kill, but we only get 1 crit, and it wasn't enough. But 1 more intercept, and Spiderham goes to the bin in just 49 seconds. Yeah, it gets better. Now moving on to Mr. Fantastic, another defender that's probably gonna be super annoying when people get him as a 7-star. I think you can get him as a 7-star right now if you've done all the things in the game and maybe purchased a little bit. But yeah, decent champion for Mr. Fantastic. Like, that true accuracy on those heavy attacks and medium, the skateboard attacks, is really cool, man. Like, just that, it kind of reminds me of like Prowler, where his mediums can't be evaded, but I mean, he also has the special 2 that can't be evaded, or the heavy attack. So you can kind of like limit yourself with just playing with heavies and mediums, and you can still wrap him up like fairly quickly, and he does do pretty good damage. Look at that, all crits there, and then we Purify his stupid virus on the special 2 and just deal some good numbers. Like, that precision is pretty potent as well. They definitely increase the duration of it. Sorry, not the duration, the potency of it. And then, yeah, just go for 1 more combo. That's it. That's Mr. Fantastic. Take him very easily. And that was a 58-second fight. I believe we got like 2 more fights maybe. This is gonna be the Void. So Void is honestly a good matchup for Night Thrasher because you can Purify. Now the thing is, you have to remember that you can't place the Incinerate here, so you don't want to finish with a medium into the special 1. So we're gonna do a light here to place the Disorient to Purify his debuff. And then if I want to go for 1 more debuff, I can go for 1 more. I can go for the shock, but I don't know if I'm gonna go for it because we got the taunt already, and we're probably gonna go for the special 2. Like, in short fights, you probably don't even have to go for, you know, more debuffs than just 1, because you're just gonna get the taunt, 35% chance. That's pretty good odds of getting it. As you can see, max furies, we're hitting like a truck again, 52,000 on that special 2. Now we're gonna wait for the debuff to get on us, and boom. If we actually didn't time it well, we could have went for heavy and Purify it easily. And then I think here we're gonna go for the special 1. I don't think it's gonna be enough though. Oh wow, that was a big crit in the special 1. That is Void in just 57 seconds. So as you can see, about 60 seconds, that's what he needs. And then lastly, this is actually pretty impressive, the fact that he can take Modok, because Modok is a tough dude. He's a tough one. Now as a 7-star, he just auto blocks and parries you. So what I did is quickly build up to the special 1 to get 1 debuff, And then this way I can just play with only heavy attacks and mediums because he cannot auto block them. So I'm just trying to get the taunt here, and we did. So now we're going to start building up our Furies. This guy gets so much power, so we just do like 3 attacks and he's back to special 1. But as you can see, we're pretty well fully ramped up. We got 9 Furies now. We're going to get the 10th one. Now we just don't even throw a special. He usually power drains us, but here we actually push him to the special 2 to try and get to our special 2. But I don't know if it's going to happen actually. So if you use only mediums and heavies, he's never going to auto block you. You get your nice permanent Furies. And I think here I'm just going to go for the special 2 because he can't auto block that either. Those are all skateboard attacks. We get 1 crit there. No crit on the last one, the big one. If we got that, he probably would have been dead. But now we're hitting for 20k medium attacks, not too shabby. Baited another special 2. This was obviously a bit of a longer fight because this guy gets like so much power for some reason, and you just bait specials all the time. But pretty safe, man, pretty safe. He never auto blocks you if you just do mediums and heavy attacks. So I actually wasn't really a Night Thrasher player, but you know, he's pretty fun. Like even just Sig 20, you know, you might have to go for like at least 2 debuffs to actually try and get that taunt. But at Sig 200, you have a 35% chance with 1 debuff to get that taunt. And if you get that early on, you can finish the fight pretty quick, like we did, you know, the 60-second fights with Mr. Fantastic, Void, and stuff like that. But yeah, man, Night Thrasher, same thing about Dr. Voodoo. He's pretty much unusable, unduped, because you just don't get the Furies. You don't have any utility, but except like the debuffs. But if you get him at least 1 time duped, he's actually a decent champion. I'm really liking the true accuracy in the skateboard attacks. And I really like his crits. He crits really well after the special 2. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think about the Night Thrasher. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.